I just had a great talk with somebody today, and we're talking about trying to find a new job. This individual just left her startup and she was looking for a new job. And I think it's a huge problem today because people are still depending on the old systems. And the old systems are, you get your resume, you go on LinkedIn, or you go on all these different platforms and you submit your resume in hopes of you getting hired for this position. But you gotta remember, it's you plus 20 other individuals fighting for the same position. And there's a couple of key factors you have to understand over here. The landscape of the employment industry is changing. Full-time jobs will disappear. I had another video I made, I was talking about 2 billion jobs are about to disappear by the year 2030 due to robots, automation, and software. This is a fact. Regardless if you like it or not, this is a fact that jobs are disappearing. So instead of complaining and bitching and moaning, what you must do is you must become a linchpin. Seth Godin talks about this in his book, The Linchpin, which I highly recommend that you read. And I also highly recommend that you read his other book called The Dip. Very short book, very good book. So going back to getting a new job. A, you must ask yourself this question. Am I a valuable asset towards this company? Because if I can take you out of a company and the company can still function without you, you're not a valuable asset. This is why I'm a big proponent of the blockchain technologies. The world is transforming into a value-based economy. Peter Drucker, you guys remember Peter Drucker, one of the best business advisors of all time. Highly recommend that you listen and read the Peter Drucker lectures. Peter Drucker said this about 30 years ago, that the world is transforming and shifting into the value-based economy, where you, as an individual, if you are not providing value towards the marketplace, you will become obsolete. And you can see it all around you. I want you to do this test. Go in your company with a pen and paper and look around and take down notes. Ask yourself, if I took out this person or that person, will it make a difference to this company? 99% of the time, the answer is no. It's almost like that person never existed. Therefore, their job is obsolete. So you gotta make yourself into a invaluable asset, that there's no price on you. Without you, everything falls apart. You're that key factor in the ecosystem. For example, in Canada, a key factor creature is the beaver. Without the beaver, the whole ecosystem, the wildlife system falls apart in Canada. You gotta become that beaver. So how do you become this beaver? You have to provide value. Instead of being a passive individual, always looking for directions, always looking for what else to do, become proactive instead. So if you're looking for a new job in a startup, let me give you some tips and let me paint a certain scenario right now. Say you want to apply for this beautiful tech startup and it's you plus another 50 people applying for the same position, same education, same experience. So how do you make yourself different from the rest of the 49 individuals? This is what you do. Now imagine you do this instead. You email the CEO, if you can get his or her email address, or one of the top C-level people. And instead of giving your resume, you give a full, detailed analysis of exactly how you can improve their company, top to bottom. What you're about to do or what you're about to give them is the same thing if they hired you for your position. So, I want to ask you this question. Imagine you're the CEO and you receive, and better yet, if you go there physically in the building and give it to them as opposed to email. So imagine if you receive this 20-page report on how you can fix the company, save money for the company, improve efficiencies, optimize the performance. Imagine how that CEO or that important individual in the company might feel when they see this, as opposed to they seeing different resumes from different people. This 20-page report, regardless if you get the job or not, will leave a mental imprint in that person's mind. Trust me. People don't remember how smart you are or what you did. people remember on how you made them feel. So if you make a person feel like, ooh, ah, that response, that emotional connection to you, you have that connection now that no one can beat out. So if that person, that CEO is looking now at that 50 applications, guess who they're gonna hire? They're gonna hire you. And this is where the world is going towards. I see it all the time on a day-to-day basis. People are acting too passively instead of proactively. You have to increase your intellectual capital. You have to become a proactive provider of value towards the marketplace, towards the new economy, the value-based economy. So reanalyze your situation where you are right now. And if you want to protect yourself, even if I'm talking to you entrepreneurs as well, I'm talking to everybody out there. If you want to protect yourself in the future, start asking yourself this question right now. How else can I start providing above and beyond value towards my ecosystem that I'm in currently now? That's it. Kaizen model. On a day-to-day basis, how can I improve? On a week-to-week basis, how can I improve? On a year-to-year basis, how can I improve? And this is how Toyota overtook the whole North American industry for the cars with the Kaizen philosophy. So let's recap. Read Seth Godin's Linchpin and the Dip. Read everything from Peter Drucker. And remember, it's about the value you add. Become different from everybody else. Increase your intellectual capital. Become proactive in helping people as opposed to becoming passive. And everything else will line up. Trust me. Okay, guys? Leave a comment below this video. I want to know your thoughts on where the economy is going. Where do you think society is heading in the next 5 years? I'd love to hear your opinion about it. And if you found value in this video, share it with your friends and family. Peace.